Hi everyone, it's Mo here, and today we're gonna go through the basics of editing. And as you can see, it's gonna be over Premiere Pro. For the first lesson, we're gonna go through these 5 objectives: how to create a project, sequence, check the footage, add the footage into the sequence and manipulate it, and at the end, how to export your project. Our first step, which is to create a project, is very simple. So we're gonna go to Premiere Pro first. We're gonna click on New Project, and I'm gonna call my project here Test, and I'm gonna select my project. So as you can see, I have the folder on desktop called Test Project, and basically I'm gonna upload my file for the project here. So I'm gonna select Projects, select. So as you can see, it's gonna drop all my project into the projects folder. I'm gonna click Create, and as you can see, we have all of the things that we need over here. If there's something that you don't need, you can go there over these 3 lines, click, close panel, and it's gone. So the first step, as we saw here, is that to upload our footage. Well, quick intro. So this is where you're going to be able to see some videos that are on your timeline. And here are the videos before you add them to your timeline. If you're a bit confused, don't worry, you're going to understand when we start to import some footage here. But the most essential part is here, which is your project window. And I will double click here. And as you can see, there is footage within this folder, but instead of picking them up all one by one, to be more organized, I'm just gonna pick the whole folder. And as you can see, number 1, videos. I can keep doing this same thing over and over to get all my folders if I have everything ready. I can just do that, and I can even color code them. Sorry. So this is the first section, which is how to create a project. Second one is going to be how to create a sequence, and we will need to create a new sequence, 1080, 25 FPS. Open the sequence and close it, and drag footage into the sequence. So let's go here. I'm going to create a new bin. I'm going to say and I'm gonna just double click. I'm gonna click here, new. I like to have a bin for everything. I'm gonna do that. DSLR 1080p 25. Great. So as you can see here, we have the sequence. However, if I go back, click this, I'm just gonna close all these panels, all these windows, sorry. So I want to, for example, drag one of these videos over here. All I can do is just click and hold, drag it, keep existing settings, and maybe you're gonna, as you can see, this is 1080, but there's a lot of black area. That means that this is less than 1080p, but I will just say scale to frame size for now. Third is gonna be to check the footage. So click on the footage in the project window, know the difference between source and program. So as you can see, there's 2 windows here, or panels. One that's called source, one is called program. And basically the idea is that program is the one that is available on your timeline. So if I move on the timeline, you can see what's going on there. But source is basically the footage before you take it to your timeline. So if I click here, you can see that I can see the footage. However, if I move here, it's different. We're gonna see here how to add footage into sequence. So we saw that we can drag the footage directly from the videos bin into the timeline. However, there's a different way. What if I'm, for example, watching this footage and I don't want this part where the character or the protagonist or the actor is laughing and all of that? I'll just keep moving this forward, and when it cuts, I want it from here. I will select in, just with this one. You can click I, and then I keep going. I want to cut here. I'll select out, and then I can just go over here and drag and drop. So what I did here, after I selected my in and out, I just clicked and hold, and I drag, and I go there. So if you look on the timeline now, on the footage, let me just delete this one. This is the footage that we just picked up. You can see. It's exactly how how we chose it. Let's say that this is the same footage, but I would like to drag only video. I'm just gonna delete this here. I would just, instead of clicking and holding in the middle of the video here, I would just go to this area where it just says drag video only, click and hold, and drag. And if the video contains audio, you can do the same thing when you go here and you just drag the audio. However, this video doesn't contain audio to show you that. So next is going to be how to cut footage in the timeline. So the shortcut to do that is that you click C, shows you this razor. If you go anywhere, click, 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 keeps cutting the footage. If I want to go back to selection, let's say I want to remove this one, I'll click V, and then I click on the footage and delete, and it's gone. And then I can select the other footage and start to push it in, and so on. Yeah, let's, for example, experiment more. Like, let's say we're gonna cut here. Okay, I want to cut all this part, all of that. I'm just gonna do this. And as you can see, you just drag and drop basically, and you keep cutting the footage. The last thing is to export the footage, and all you need to do is just go to File, Export, Export Media. Make sure that it's H.264, and please make sure that you select properly the location where you're going to be exporting. Let's say I'm going to be exporting here, and the name is going to be test export 1, and I'm just going to export. If I check my footage, desktop, this project, exports. That's it. Thank you very much, and good luck.